Yo, what it is, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Yeah, you know it's been a minute, but you know what? Been busy here with the old garage and cars and stuff like that. As you know, I have sold one of my cars. I did sell, Pikachu, the yellow Corvette. That vehicle is now gone. I sold it to a nice kid in Michigan, and he's having fun and he's racing the shit out of it. So he's really enjoying it. Sure, I had missed the car. It's kind of fun. It was cool for a street car. Nice little 1,000 horsepower and stuff like that. But it was just time for me to move on. It just didn't really fit and seem right because I already had a C7 that makes a lot more power. So that's really the update I wanted to kind of give you on that. Haven't really purchased anything really new in the meantime, but I'll give you a little update on this in the background before we jump onto the topic of the Trans Am that actually this video is about. This is still the Cinderella, the ZL1. We'll come over, we got the hood open, you guys can see, ain't got nothing to hide over here. As you see, she's still bone stock. Nothing has changed. I mean, we talking down to the factory air box. I haven't changed one thing, no pulleys, no boost, nothing. I haven't changed anything. So only thing I've done to this thing is race it, do burnouts, and put Expel on the front. That's pretty much about it. So I'm not hiding anything. There's no new anything about this vehicle, anywhere. But the update is that I have all of the parts and everything and ready to build it. So this thing is going to make probably about the same horsepower as Pikachu did, but the goal is to do it without meth. So you already know we're putting a big blower on it. We are going to cam it. I can't leave nothing alone. And then this is the 10-speed for the people that don't know. So by Pikachu being the 7-speed, it was fun. You get to roll the gears. Do I miss rolling the gears? Of course. But it wasn't necessarily always needed when I could have the 10-speed. I still have this car to roll the gears in. And which is why we're going to uncover this. So I'm going to uncover this. We'll open up the engine and, open up the hood. Let's get this open. This is my 2002 Trans Am. We'll get the hood open. It's pretty damn clean for the ones that know and watch the channel. This is my favorite car. But we'll go up here so you guys can see this and, what's kind of going on here. So here is my 2002 Trans Am. Yes, it's pretty much stock bottom end, but it has every part that you can pretty much throw at it from the short block on up. So, the lids, the rails, fuel pump, heads, anything that you could pretty much throw at it, it's pretty much on it. Made a sick amount of power. It's still a 5.7 as far as displacement. And I revved this joker to about 7,500 RPM. A lot of people ask, hey, how can you do that and stuff like that? Well, it's also not a very well-mannered street car. It is a street race car, and that is primarily what I built the vehicle for. What's the big difference? Well, the difference between a street car and a street race car, yeah, it's got a little bit of go, street strip, it can have fun. This car's power band was 5,000 to pretty much 7,500. So when you would redline it and race it and you'd shift and go to the next gear, it was always in its peak power band. Before that, it was really a dog, I'm not going to lie. But that's my own choice and my own doing because of the cam that I decided to throw in this vehicle. It's a very tight LSA, so that'll give you a very targeted power band, kind of like a NASCAR. And it's very big and has some overlap, but it's NA, so it don't have to worry about, leaking and boost and stuff like that. So it did its purpose well, but over time, RPM is a killer for anybody that really knows how to operate and build an engine. RPM is rough. And what happens, it broke the pistons, broke 2 ring lands on 2 of them. So when the car will idle, it'll start, but it's not very happy. And I don't want to damage anything else on the top end of the motor. I don't want the piston to fully break and destroy my heads. It's pretty damn bad. It burns a lot of oil. Comes right out of the exhaust, and of course, as soon as you take the cap off for the engine, it's like a choo-choo train. So anybody that knows about building engines and stuff like that already knows exactly the problem with this. I haven't decided really if I'm going to fix this yet or if I'm just going to part ways with it. I did list it for sale for the ones that don't know, but everyone's kind of like, I want to, give you $5-6 grand for it. This, it's not going to happen. Look, my car's got 60,000 miles. It literally has everything that you could throw at it. Rear end, drive shaft. I mean, you could, from all the way to the front, you really can't say that I haven't put anything in. Brakes, everything. Control arms, you name it. Transmission, clutch, it's got everything. And for the ones that want to see, you could see, everything that I have thrown at it underneath. It's not that bright, but you could see it. I mean, it's 9-inch motor, spool. Again, it's not really a street friendly car. You could drive it on the street, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. So we'll see eventually what we're gonna do with this. But that's the update with Pikachu. That's also the update with Cinderella here. So this is going into the shop, I believe next week is when we're gonna start to rip it all apart. It'll be there, and then your good old boy Rob here is actually going to do some of the tuning on the engine, but I am going to tune the transmission on this vehicle 100%. So it will be fun. I did it on the Corvette with the help of a few other people, and I pretty much got a good hang of it, and it should be a damn good time, and it's gonna rip. So I'm really looking forward to the new power that this thing is gonna make with the new blower, the new cam, and see what we could really do with this 10-speed. The goal is, to be able to run pretty consistent, on these stock tires. I don't really like to do the drag pack and stuff like that. Even though this car's got drag radials, but maybe one day when those tires wear out, the Goodyears, we'll put some R888s on there for a little bit stickier. Yeah, they're a little stickier than the Goodyears, but the downside is these actually dissipate water a little bit better. But for a stock tire, they're pretty good. They're pretty damn sticky. I really can't complain too much about it. So it does pretty good. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video. I'm really trying to get back into it. It's not about always doing it for the money or this, that, whatever, because you already know I've never done it for the money. I do it because I want to, and I got to have the passion and stuff to do it like how I used to. And I don't know, maybe it kind of fell off and stuff like that, but I'll eventually get back into it because I kind of miss, and when I go back and watch some stuff, I kind of miss doing it, and I know you guys do too. We got the bike and stuff going, so update on the bike and stuff like that. It did hit the dyno again, made like 4 or 5 more horsepower with the new tune, but we'll do some more riding videos and stuff like that here coming up soon. But I have not sold this yet. I don't know if I really plan on selling it, but the motor is blown. Oh, so we're just gonna kind of push it to the side, and I don't know. We'll see. But my concentration right now here is honestly currently of my ZL1. So we'll see what's going on about that, and then hopefully you guys stay tuned and see y'all here for another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Thanks for staying with me, guys. Peace out.